can I go to heaven if I do not forgive people? This is super important. This question comes up for many Christians many times, and it just is coming up in our natural Bible study. So let's check out what it says. But before we get into the Bible study, encourage you guys, please give the video a thumbs up, share it with friends, share it on your social media. It really does help the videos get out more. So thank you. So we are in Mark chapter 11, verses 25 through 26. And it says, "And whenever you stand praying," this is Jesus talking, "whenever you stand praying, if you have anything against anyone, forgive him, that your heavenly Father may also forgive you your trespasses. But if you do not forgive, neither will your Father in heaven forgive your trespasses." So Jesus put such an importance on forgiving others to be forgiven. Now, there's two main points I would like to bring up with this. The first, we've talked about it before on the channel at least. In Matthew chapter 18, verses 21 through 35, Peter comes and he asks Jesus, he's like, "Hey, Lord, how many times should I forgive somebody? Should I forgive them 7 times? Now, we miss it in our culture, but this was big. Peter was being gracious compared to the culture. And Jesus says, not 7 times, but 70 times 7. Oh, I'm supposed to forgive somebody 490 times a day. No. That's not what he's saying. He's saying it's so big of a number, you don't even keep track of it. Wow. That's a lot of forgiveness. And then Jesus goes on to tell him a parable about this servant that he owed his master more than a lifetime's worth of wages, so millions of dollars. And the master is going to throw him in prison when the guy cries out, "Have mercy on me." And the master does. The master forgives him every single penny. Then the servant goes out and finds his fellow servant who owes him, $20 or something. It's a small amount. And he demands the money. And the other guy's like, he says the same thing. He says, "I don't have the money. Please forgive me. Have mercy on me." But the first servant says no. He throws him in debtor's prison. Now, news of this got back to the original master. And he says, "What?" And he is very upset. And he takes his first servant that he forgave so much and throws him in prison. Well, what's Jesus getting at here? If you've truly accepted, truly received such forgiveness, it's going to change you. Not long ago, I was on a mission trip in Mexico, and we were on an outreach, evangelism outreach on the streets of Ensenada. And there was this man I was able to talk to, and we started talking. He kept on going back to that every time he thinks of Jesus on the cross, it makes him sad. And I acknowledge that, yes, it should make us sad when we realize the suffering that Jesus went through for us, for you and me, sinners. But if we receive this wonderful gift of forgiveness and salvation, then our lives shouldn't stop at the sadness. They should actually move to the gladness. We should become people that are so thankful for the gift that God's given and not stop with the sadness. This man had not actually received anything. He just felt sad for what Jesus had done. And that's the same thing with us. That's why God's talking about this forgiveness. If we've truly received forgiveness, we're going to give it to others. Because honestly, even if someone has done something terrible to you and hurt you, that's nothing like what you and I have been forgiven. We've been forgiven so we do not have to go to hell for eternity. Now, to forgive them from slapping us or stealing from us or hurting us physically, even disastrous physical pain, I'm not discounting that, but it's so small to eternal damnation in hell. So we're naturally, if we've truly been forgiven much, we're gonna forgive other people. It's hard. It can only be done through the cross. It can only be done crying out, God, help me forgive this man, this woman for what they've done to me. And point number 2 with the forgiveness, Jesus had just said, he talked about this faith that can move mountains. And this is the faith he's talking about in our section today. Now, picture this. If you have this faith that can move mountains, but you have not forgiveness, what's going to happen when you're driving down the street? You're going to be like, that dude cut me off. Lord, please send an asteroid to hit their car. Give them a flat tire. Make them run out of gas. It's going to be disastrous. Honestly, if this faith could be exercised without forgiveness and love, then pretty much everybody would be dead because someone would have cried out for you to be killed already. So this faith that can move mountains goes hand in hand with a faith that is forgiving and loving to other people. This is where it all comes together, is having a relationship with God. It's a complete picture. It's not just a small thing. So please encourage you guys, forgive other people. And when it's hard, cry out to God. Ask Him to help us forgive the knuckleheads around us. I sure love you guys.